think at first a lot of people were like, it doesn't look too good. Then they got one bounce and it's like, okay. And then the second bounce, you know, we might have a chance here. And it probably bounced like 4 or 5 times. But at the time it seemed like it was 30 seconds, but it probably took all of, 0.8 seconds. But, once it went in, I think everybody was just ridiculously excited, the whole building. I think they're still yelling out there, so.
Playing with Kawhi for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess nothing surprises you at this point.
No, there is some, that one was surprising. I haven't seen that one. So, hopefully we can carry that over. But he did a great job for us offensively. We didn't have it going tonight. We did well defensively, rebounded, we boxed out, we did all the little things we wanted to. Didn't shoot it as well, but offensively we couldn't get the pace we wanted with open looks. And, he carried that load for us at the end of the floor, and we needed him to.
Even though there's some blowouts both ways, was this the closest series you've been in?
Yeah. I've had a couple Game 7s. I can only recall 2. And one of the Game 7s I lost, it wasn't that close. And one of the Game 7s I won, and it wasn't that close. This was definitely the closest Game 7 I've been in.
Danny, how would you describe the impact that Serge had on the game?
Oh, he was huge, man. He came off the bench, and a lot of times we were reluctant to play him and Mark early in the series together, but it was a great coaching adjustment to put them together. And he was on the glass, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, blocking shots, making things difficult, and hitting threes. Kind of looked like me out there in the corner one time. A little pump fake, swing through, and no dribble shot. I've never seen him do that one before, but it was good to see. He had some shots. I said, and on the glass was huge for us. That's what he was. A big plus.
Rebounding was. Sorry, go ahead. I think I asked the same question. Rebounding was an advantage for them the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
How important was it for not only Serge but everybody to attack the glass?
Very important, especially defensively. We want to limit them to one shot and finish our defense with giving, boxing out and getting the rebound so we can run. Offensively, we didn't expect to do as much because we had an emphasis of running back. It didn't look like it stuck much because we didn't do as much running back as we did crashing. We had Kalo in there getting rebounds, Serge getting rebounds, but we needed them, and that helped us big time. But it's good when you're able to crash the boards offensively and still get back. I think we did a better job. It's an all around of communicating and finding guys.
How long do you take to enjoy this one before you
Midnight.
turn the page?
That's it, man. Enjoy it to midnight, and then we move on to the next opponent.
The Bucks have been the best team in the league all year, and what do you think of them and their challenge they present?
Obviously, they're great, man. They, different style of play, more faster pace. Not saying Philly doesn't play fast pace, but definitely up and down, more different, probably more three-point shooting, more guys on the perimeter. But I think it's a style that we're used to playing or able to adapt and adjust to well. Hopefully, we do. And it's going to be a battle of the, I guess, track meet.
Serge, what was the range of emotions as that last shot went up and then eventually came down?
Oh, man. That was incredible, man. I don't know what to say. I used to play with, a guy like Russell, Kelly. I saw a lot of crazy shots. But this one tonight one, woo! And the moment too, this one, it was unbelievable. And I don't know if you saw the video, I was down. I tried to, be ready to go, like, for offense rebound. But every time the ball keep bounding, I keep trying to jump, And it was amazing, man, amazing.
Serge, how much did you want to make an impact on this game tonight?
Oh, man, I wanted it so bad. I wanted so much. After the last Game 6, and we lost, and I came back, all it was in my mind, it was thinking about how to make my shots, how to make those open shots for us to be, successful. I already know Kawhi is going to be Kawhi, all those guys are going to be. But, my job, I have to make those shots and, grab a couple rebounds. So in the last 2 days after the Game 6, I was keeping talking to myself, keep talking to my friend. I have to make those shots. I have to, and thank God tonight, I was able to make those open shots.
Rebounding had been an advantage for them throughout the series. How much did you take an onus yourself to change that?
I just try to give everything, man. I know tonight game was or you in or you out, I know, like, if you lost tonight, you go home, It's not second chance or next opportunity, you know. So how I do try to do my best I can to be aggressive and active on the glass.
How important was the defense tonight? Like, it wasn't a pretty game offensively. You
Yeah.
guys were struggling. How important was the defense?
Oh, defense was the key, man. You know, like everybody say, you know that too. Like defense win championship. I think, you know, tonight, you know, we did a great job on defense, and even where they had to score some basket, but you know, we made sure they had to work for every basket.
About halfway through the series, Nick made a decision to start playing even Mark together a lot more than he had been. How do you think that changed the series?
I think, you know, when the series keep going, me and Mark, we're starting to, you know, to get better and better, you know, play together, because of course we didn't play together almost, I don't know, all years we didn't play together. So, you know, first game was kind of tough, but we just grinding, and because, you know, like I said last time, this is my 10 years in the league. You know, Mark, I'm sure like 10 or 11. So we know how to play basketball. We just figure out, and we did. You know, won that first game when we played together. And then from there, you know, we keep watching film every time after games and come back, try to figure out how really we can play together on both ends of the floor. You know, try to find the space. You know, who's guarding Mark. So, you know, if they put MB on Mark, you know, I have to be down. If they put MB on me, Mark has to be down. Just try to find better balance for our team offense.
Serge, question en français. Le dernier tir, ça a duré énormément de temps. Il reste sur le rim. Quelles sont les émotions que vous avez senties?
Mais c'était incroyable. J'arrivais pas à croire, parce que j'étais en bas du basket et je voyais tout, comment la balle rebondait, et c'était incroyable, quoi. C'était incroyable.
Et au 7e match, vous avez apporté votre meilleur jeu ce soir avec 17 points sur le banc. Comment est-ce que vous vous êtes préparé pour aujourd'hui, le 7e match?
Ah, mais mentalement, je me suis préparé. Je me suis dit, you know, ce soir, je vais essayer de jouer, je vais essayer d'aider mon équipe. Je vais essayer de prendre mes chutes quand je suis ouvert avec confiance et jouer en défense.
Serge, so you've got Milwaukee now. What do you think of them? Very good team. You've had some success personally against them.
Yeah, it's a very, very good team. It's going to be, you know, tough, you know. On the next one too, this is why we play basketball. This is why we call playoffs, you know. But one thing I'm sure is this series really help us to, you know, to be better. You know, I'm sure everybody, players, coaches, you know, because, you know, playing 7 games in series and playoff, you know, and you know, be successful is not that easy. And I think after this series, you know, and we're gonna watch tapes, and we're gonna try to figure out what we did wrong in this series. You know, we try to, so we can do better next round.
Was this one of the closest playoff series that you've been a part of?
No, I've been in a couple, man. I've been in a couple. Man, the last shot is just amazing. That last shot, man, unbelievable.
Man, that was crazy, man. That was by far best moment, you know, in the NBA. Just watching that, and the shot, the difficulty, like, yeah, it was tough. It was tough, man. Definitely up there with like greatest moment for sure.
I'm sure you heard the storyline about Vince Carter's miss initially from Philly.
Oh.
Back, years ago.
Oh, okay.
So how poetic do you think this is now?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. History, man. Things happen, and that was just a great shot. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I can't explain it. Like, it's just one of those moments where you're just there and like you're watching it, and it's just like, it's amazing. Like, there's not much you can say about it. Like, you know, it's great.
Did you think it was going in?
It looked good, and then it hit the rim, and then it was like, okay, I don't know. Yeah, Kalo always be fighting about the rim being soft there a little, like, you know. So it's like we finally got, you know, the little bounce where it's like, it was crazy. I was just watching it like hit the rim, and then I saw Serge trying to jump to get a rebound, and I'm in my heart, I'm like, Serge, don't jump. relax, because the ball keep bouncing, like, and it was crazy. Like, I'm just there watching it, and I'm like, oh, so like a lot of emotion going on, but you know, definitely a great moment to be a part of. And I just want to, you know, say shout out to Philly. You know, they played a great series, and you definitely a tough matchup, and also my brother from Cameroon and Bib. I know he was, that was tough on him, but just want to tell him that, man, he's been great, and he's definitely an example for guys like me, coming from Cameroon and Africa in general, and he gave us an opportunity to dream more, like because usually it's like, we all role players, right? Like he gave us an opportunity to just go out there and dream and think that we can be more than that. And I just commend him for that and just the things that he's been doing. It's amazing, and I just just wanted to give him a shout out, from a fellow Cameroonian, and make sure that he stays up and that he knows that he's definitely an example for a lot of us.
Pascal, a lot of talk yesterday, specifically from Mark, about controlling what you guys can control, and on a night like tonight where shots weren't falling, how important was it to have the defense locked in as it was? Right,
that was important. We didn't shoot the ball well at all. It just seemed like Kawhi was going off, but we just couldn't score. But then at the same time, we know the type of team that we are, and we always pride ourselves on defense and making sure that no matter what happened on offense, we keep the focus on defense to continue to execute and know the coverages. And I think down the stretch, we kind of played hard enough to get stops when we needed them, and I think that was definitely what we won the game.
Pascal, question en français. Le ballon était sur le rim pendant une éternité. Il semblait. Quelles sont les émotions que vous avez senties à ce moment-là?
Beaucoup d'émotions. C'était vraiment l'un des plus grands moments de ma carrière. Juste en tant que je me sentais comme un spectateur en fait au terrain, juste regardant le tir. Ça entre, ça sort. C'était beaucoup d'émotions.
Qu'est-ce que ça signifie pour vous d'être en troisième round maintenant?
Ça signifie, c'est un autre pas. On a beaucoup de rêves et de trucs à accomplir, et c'est un pas vers nos goals. Et pour nous, c'est vraiment important, et on continue. On célèbre ce soir, et puis on tourne la page.
Pascal, how would you describe the impact Serge had?
He was unbelievable, man. Rebounding the basketball, knocking down shots. Just definitely bringing us, some energy and being there, a force for us. Definitely on the rebounding, side of the ball. And he definitely did amazing, and definitely shout out to him.
Pascal, you were talking about emotions during a game, especially it's Game 7. What's going through your head just to keep yourself in check?
You just got to stay in the moment. You got to stay in the moment. There's a lot going on. The fans are going crazy. You got your own little struggles in your head. If you're playing well or you're not playing well, or whatever the case might be. But, I think you just got to stay locked into the moment and live it. Live that moment and not think about anything else.
You've been in a number of intense playoff situations at this point over the last 2 years. How much, like tonight, you talked about guys missing shots. How much does it help to be able to lean on Kawhi in those situations when kind of everything else breaks down?
He's one of the greats, man. He's up there with the greats, and it just shows every night the way he plays, the way he come about his business, and the way he performs. Definitely, help to have a guy like that too, and just we always, had each other's back from the beginning of the year, and that's what we're doing now. It could be Kawhi, it could be anybody, but at the same time, we definitely know that we got to have each other's back.
Looking ahead against a well-rested Milwaukee team, is there? This may be too soon to ask, but definitely you guys are up to the task here.
And I learned from Kawhi last series. He told me not to answer those questions the day, the night after we just moved on. So I'm gonna take some little tricks on Kawhi's book for this one.